Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I know I said I weren't going to do a long form video. I've changed my mind. I'm going to try and do it for you guys, to be honest, because I've got 2 hours to film now and I reckon that'll be enough time, to be honest with you. Basically, what I'm going to be doing, the bags, they are important, I promise you. I need to make my Etsy up to date pretty much. So I have an Etsy. If you're interested, please do have a look at it. I will link it in this video so that it's easier for you to be able to find it. Basically today, what we're going to do is we're going to just take photographs of the stuff I've got. Some of the stuff I don't have to worry about because I've already got it up on Etsy. I've got 2 listings that are welcome for the taking, you know, at the moment. So that's my baby cardigan and my baby blanket and wall hanger set, I believe. So I renewed both those listings because I did have a lady interested. She put it as a favourite. So I was like, right, okay, make sure that you renew that listing because if she comes back and buys it, she hasn't yet. So I'm assuming she's just moved on with her life. So, you know, she hasn't come back, but it's there for the taking for someone else if they want it. Those listings run out in June and May, I think. I'll have to double check. But I only renewed them back in February, so hopefully they'll be all right. That's pretty much what we're going to do today, guys, is I'm just going to take some photographs of my work, the bits I haven't got on Etsy. I might not be able to upload all my listings to Etsy today, thinking about it actually, because I'm going to be working on this video, but I will upload them to Etsy within the next week, pretty much. I would also just like to add, guys, I haven't got a vlogging camera, so sadly I can't show you guys on film me photographing all my work, which is annoying. It's a little bit annoying. Like I said, I did put a post up on my community page saying that I'm about just under 50% saved from what I have sold, which for the last year, I've sold £188 worth of stuff, which is not a lot, but it goes a long way. Like I said, if I keep at it, keep saving, I can get my vlogging camera. So I would like to show you that sort of stuff in the future, where I can actually actively film myself while I work. That would be something I'd love to do. Obviously, vlogging camera is quite expensive. The one that I have looked at is about £450, maybe, around that price mark. Don't quote me. Like, I genuinely don't know. I think it's definitely in the 400s. And then I've got to think about little tiny, like, you know, those little gorilla pod things to rest it on. So I've got to pay up for that too. So we'll say roughly, I'm probably going to be looking at about probably £500 in total. That's not money I've got in my back pocket, I'm afraid. So I'm just going to have to, like, you know, just keep saving. And I promise you, all of my subscribers, I will be making better videos in the future. And at the moment, I've got my phone, which is working its little tits off, let's be honest. It's a 7-year-old phone. I've got a new phone upstairs because this one is more than likely on the way out. I have a nice neon green line down the screen, so that's just telling me you needed to renew your phone. I will show you the photographs that I take. Probably not every single one because it's a lot. So I'll show you a couple of images throughout the video of like what I've done. Without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? Okay, that is me pretty much done now. That took about an hour of my life. Fabulous. Right, keep yourself hydrated, guys, like, you know. I want to give that advice out, I swear. Genuinely, I should drink more water, I'm the worst for it. I do want your advice on something. Now I'm done photographing. I will put the photos on in a sec. I have this blanket that I made a little while back. I don't know whether to make it bigger because out of all my baby blankets, it is not very big. So, yeah, it'd be alright for like a newborn baby, but you know, like once you get past the 6-month mark, I would say like, yeah, it definitely start getting a bit too small. So, do I add, I don't know what colour to use, so any suggestions, I'm happy to hear them. I have got more of this like cream colour in my bag over there because I'm working on another baby blanket as well. Do I carry on and make the border just a little bit wider? Or should I go with something like a contrasting border, so like a dark kind of built, like a dark border, pretty much. I wouldn't mind doing like that red wine colour. My heart wall hanger is like a dark red colour, which would probably look quite nice on this blanket. But I'd have to do it in Aran wool because it's quite a thin yarn that I've used. So I'd have to get some new stuff, pretty much. I'll have to get some new wool. So give me your thoughts on that. I'll hold off on it. While I'm on here as well, there was a lady that asked after the fluffy purple socks. I'll say, if you are still interested, do message me through Facebook, because obviously YouTube doesn't have that feature. I can't message you and you can't message me. It's just, that's how YouTube is. But I have got a Facebook page, so if you really are interested, you can message me through my Facebook page, which is Out of the Box Crochet and Knitting. It's the same on there as it is on here. Yeah, we can work something out if you really are interested. Anyway, I have this baby blanket as well, which I'm hoping to finish soon, to be honest. It's quite close to being finished. I'll have to be careful with it, because as I'm still working on it. Just pull that out a little bit, because I don't want to lose it. God help me. Alright, let's just go for it. Okay, so I've gone with kind of like a springtime kind of colour here, where I've done like a lemon and lime kind of like combo, with the white breaking it up. I'm showing you this side, because the other side's got loads of ends and it's not as pretty, so I'm going to hide that. But yeah, this is also going to be another baby blanket. I'm hoping to upload pretty soon onto my Etsy. So I've only got maybe, another 4 rounds to do and then it's done. I'm going to try and stick to doing 25 rounds per baby blanket, so then they're all the same size ideally. You like to think. As long as I work with the same yarn type and do the same thing. The rule of thumb is all I'm going to say, is it should be the same size. So yeah, I have got more than what I have photographed coming along. This won't be too long. I do plan in the future to do more baby cardigans, more like bed sock type things. I'm going to try and do some children cardigans and some adult cardigans from time to time. But as I've said probably 1,000 times on this channel, I've got a 2-year-old baby. So it's going to be 3 soon. I don't know where time goes. I don't know where time goes, to be honest. I'm going to put that back away, just to the side, you know. And I have got some more wools. I plan to make another baby cardigan, or blanket. I probably will make a blanket, to be fair, in light pink, this pink, and white. I think that'd look quite cute, quite pretty, very girly, very girly. I don't make a lot of girly stuff, I've noticed, so I need to start, you know, doing some baby girl stuff. So that's like a little micro yarn haul. No, they did not come from Currys, and I'm not a sponsor. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm not a sponsor for any brands, because my YouTube channel is very tiny. No one's going to be interested in me at the moment. I might not do adult cardigans all that often, because obviously the bigger the project, the more time it demands from me. And 2-year-old baby is all I have to say. But I'm going to try my best, because this is something I really want to do. I have tried to stick to doing like gift sets, because before on Etsy was doing it where I was selling items singularly then on their own, and I don't think it was working out for me very well. So I am going to try my best to group things together and do like more like gift set bundles. So Etsy is very known for its gifting, so people go on there to buy things for their family, like for birthdays, weddings, you know, etc, etc, pretty much. If it's like smaller items, then it makes it better in a way, because I appreciate everybody likes a bargain then. But when you sell something too cheap on Etsy, like by the time I've paid for the postage to send it off and Etsy have taken their percentage, I'd be left with literal pennies. So it's not something I can do to reduce my pricing, but I can do it where I'll sell more than one thing or like a bundle of things and still keep my money low, but hopefully it'd be enough to cover everything, if that makes sense. So that's something I'm doing going forward, is, you know, making gift bundles. I have done a few in this, like, this session. I don't know what I'm doing, just... I've got a few things left over, which is to be expected, to be honest. You know, it happens. Just stuff that, like, you know, that I can't put into a set. It doesn't make sense, in other words. I've got a few pumpkins left over. I've got a pink scrunchie left over. I've got some heart charm key rings left over. I've got loads of other walls upstairs as well. I've got like a whole Tupperware box, much the same size as this one. I've got a Tupperware box upstairs that's full of wool, basically. I've got loads of different colours in there. I've got like some blues, I've got some purples, I've got pinks, I do believe, up there. A lot of white. I've got white in Chunky and white in Aran, so I've got like a slightly fatter wool in white, and then I've got a slightly skinnier wool in white. So I've got those up there. I've got loads of other kinds of types of yarn as well. I've got some velvet still left over. I say velvet, but I think it's polyester from my memory. It's not like proper upmarket yarn because I'm just not there yet. I can't afford like burnout velvet and stuff like that. I have to try and stick to keeping, like I said, like my expenses pretty low. So there's another reason why I'm trying to keep my price margin quite low on Etsy as well, because I think there's nicer wools out there. There's nicer quality items out there. So I'm going to try my best to keep it as low as possible. Try and keep everything kind of around the £10–15 mark. Obviously, that doesn't include like the shipping, the postage. I will say the postage because I am trying to stay just inside the UK to begin with, just to like, you know, start me off basically. Okay, hello everyone. We are back for another day. I took a couple of days break for the Easter, and my son is now off from nursery, so I've got to keep the volume down a little bit because he is currently upstairs napping, and I have maybe an hour to film, so I ain't got very long. Basically, I've taken some photos, which I've just shown you guys. Some I want to kind of redo again because I don't like the way they look, so that's going to be something I might do off camera. For a lot of the stuff I plan to do, like the gift sets, I've thought over the last few days perhaps bag it all together, not sealing it, like I'm just going to put it in a postal bag so then it's ready to be shipped off if people want to buy it. So I've got granola in my teeth because I just had some yogurt and some granola, so if I'm licking my mouth like a llama, that's why. Yeah, so today's plan is to pre-bag my items up. I will keep the items I plan to re-photograph out of the bags. And I want to start also uploading stuff to Etsy. So the stuff that I'm happy with the photographs, I'm going to upload to Etsy. And yeah, I'm going to restock my Etsy up. So yeah, let's crack on. Alright, hello everyone. We're back for a day 3. I've decided to film downstairs today, although it is a bit dark and a bit dingy. I haven't got a lot of places I can film. My living room needs a tidy, so that's why we're filming down here today. I can just quickly make this look pretty for the purpose of like videoing. That's the reality. You know, a lot of people, they'll have these lovely houses, but it's taken time for them to get those houses, hasn't it? Let's be honest. And they've done success at the end of it. They've become successful doing, well, this. A lot of them. One of the reasons I wanted to start YouTube, it just sunk into my head that, you know, there are people out there do this for a living and they've got nicer houses, nicer cars and can go on holiday and don't even have to think twice about nothing. They don't have to think twice about paying the bills. And I'm thinking like, what am I doing? So that's one of the reasons why I started doing YouTube, is I want to better my life for me and my family, my son. I don't want my son to have to go through the things we've had to go through. We've had to pay out for a house, we've had to pay out for a lot of things. We took a loan out to get married. So I want him to live life a little less restrained then. But anyway, that's not what our video is about today. Just rambling, you know. But now we have packaged all of my things. They are back down here now, because this is where I kind of store my stuff. This is kind of like where my work area is meant to be. But 9 times out of 10, it's a right clown show. So I don't really get to sit down here. Plus, it's not as cosy as my living room. I like my living room. I like to crochet on the sofa. That's my thing. We finished packaging those. That's just for ease, really. So once they're listed, I then only have to worry about sealing them up and putting the address on the front, you know, and then taking them to the post office. So it makes life a lot easier because they're going off as sets, they're gift sets, they're set in stone. It makes life easier. So now I know exactly what's going in that bag before I've packaged it. That makes sense. I worry things don't make sense, all right? I've got to be aware. I've only got 45 minutes worth of filming on my phone because that's the reality of not having a vlogging camera. I know, I've gone on about this vlogging camera a little bit in this one, and but that's what I mean, like your memory card. It'd be purposely just used for filming, wouldn't it? And then once I'm done, once I've got it saved to a stick, I can erase it off of my memory of my camera. So it's much, much easier. I'm praying to God I ain't got sleepy dust in my eyes today, because that's usually the case. I've had to take the cat to the vet this morning. He's just had his neutering done, so he's just had a couple of checkups for that. So one of them was today, this morning. Baby's now upstairs, so we can crack on. I haven't got much left to do now, really, to be honest with you. It's just putting the stuff up on Etsy, which I will attach some clips in the video to what I'm doing to show you what Etsy looks like from my perspective, I guess, as a seller. So, like, all you guys will just see is, like, you know, you go on Etsy, you type in, you log in, and you see Etsy. But you don't really ever get to see it from a seller's point of view. So I thought that'd be quite interesting for you guys if you don't have Etsy to sell on and you're interested in wondering how it works, you know. Because I know when I first opened up my Etsy, I was like, oh my God, what do I do? Like, no one tells you, like, half the time. Like, I've seen other people selling Etsy on YouTube. I do like Kim Bliss. Yeah, I'll watch you, lady. She lives in the same country as me, so that's nice as well. I like to find, you know, other people that do YouTube inside the country. So, yeah, because I watch a lot of American YouTubers. So it's nice to, you know, have that connection with someone in the country. And I do like her vlogs. They are good. I do enjoy the coffee and chats the most. And I would like to see more of her working, but she says she does struggle multitasking, and I get it. I do. I really do get it. So, if you want to pop her a follow, go and find her. She's doing well on here. Like, you know, she's been on YouTube for a little while, so go and pop her a follow. I'm sure she'd appreciate it. That's pretty much it, guys. Let's just crack on with it, shall we? Because I'll be here until the cows start howling or something. Okay, for this next bit, I am just going to show you what I did on my Etsy. I've made myself a coffee, so I don't feel like I'm not doing anything. Nothing more awkward, really, in my eyes. Just me sat here in the background. Just because of the nature of it, because I'm doing a screen grab, then I guess that's what they call them, I think. Like screen record, whatever you want to call it. It will mess my entire video up if I was to show it on its own, so I have to do like something called POP, so where I overlay a video on top of a video, basically, just so it all stays in this nice little YouTube 16.9 format, if that makes sense. Otherwise, yeah, I won't be able to put it up. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and have my coffee now for 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Enjoy. And that pretty much concludes this entire video. So thank you for watching. If you watched this long, I really, really appreciate you. You're doing my channel a world of wonders by just watching my video all the way through. It will push me out a little bit further because YouTube then says in its algorithm, oh, people want to watch this. So then it recommends my channel. You know, like when you're live on the home screen, it'd be like, oh, if you've watched this, you might like this. That kind of thing, pretty much. please do subscribe. Like I said, this video's taken me best part of about a week and a bit to actually do and finish. So I really would appreciate it if you could subscribe to me. That way you'll get to see more of this, whatever this is. Just a human trying to function, really. A woman trying to just raise a baby, run a business, be a social media queen. I do have TikTok as well. I have 2 TikTok accounts. I have one for the business, which is out of the box crochet and knitting. And then I'm also known as Pudge Fairy 93. That's Pudge with 2 O's. So P-O-O-D-G-E Fairy 93. So if you really want to give me a follow, there's not too much going on that account. I'm monetized on it. And I'm just a bit of a goofball on that platform, really. There's nothing to do with crochet too much. There are bits throughout my videos of crochet, but it's not heavily just focused on crochet. It's just me being, well, me, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please come back. See you later.